Hello, hello. Let's see who is here in chat. I think we need to give people a little moment. But how are you both?
Good. I'm feeling a little frazzled. I thought I would spend the morning editing a short that I filmed yesterday, and then it ended up being 8 minutes, and I was like, okay.
Yes, I saw that comment in Kate's stream.
Yeah, because it's just like a vlog. I realized I just did a vlog, but then YouTube Shorts and Instagram has a 3-minute limit, so I was all like, okay, the vlog, then the 8-minute version is going to go on TikTok. And then I just spent the last, whatever it was, half hour or so editing down the other one to under 3 minutes so I can post it on YouTube. But it doesn't have all the cool little frills that the 8 minutes. Because I have I got this gorgeous fabric for dragon bags. And then I'm also, oh, hi, Regina. Also, I've been doing all the scanning in for the documentary, for the, all that stuff. And then I also made my background for my reaction channel that I'm starting. So it's all like fun vloggy stuff, and I had to cut it all out.
No.
So it's just the one on YouTube and Instagram is strictly just the writing portion of the day.
Well, what if you did multiple ones for YouTube where it's like...
Yeah, it doesn't really fit because I literally filmed it to go together. So TikTok people are the only ones who are going to get the whole story.
I'll watch it on all the platforms.
But yeah, so I still have to upload to the 3 different platforms. So that's what I'm going to do in the first sprint.
I am 2/3 of the way through scheduling all of the Whisper posts on Instagram.
Oh.
But then I gotta schedule them on Threads, and then TikTok is being a butt, and it only let me schedule 5.
Okay.
And then it won't let me schedule any others. So like I have 4 saved in drafts, but I'm like, this is not an effective use of my time to save all of them in drafts in one day. Like I'll do it once a week to be like, am I set for the next week?
Right. Although I don't get as much engagement when I do drafts, so I'll be curious if you get good engagement.
Yeah, I mean, I probably won't. And if after the first 2 that have been saved as drafts don't do well, then I'll just either see if the scheduling works again once more have been published, or if I want to start posting them like directly from my phone at the moment that I want to post them.
Yeah, that's what you're going to end up doing.
I can still get it though, because it says that it saves the post and then it's not there. And I'm just like, I know.
It's like I so badly wanted scheduling and or drafts to work, and it just every time. But again, that's just me, so maybe it does work for some people, but like
no, I mean, like I'm not getting a ton of engagement on the TikTok account, but it's more just like if we can get some eyes on it.
But you want a ton of eyes on it, Zara.
No, but I'm saying like I think Instagram and Threads are going to get more attention.
Oh, okay.
Like we dropped immediately in views from Monday to last night in the 2 different posts, and I don't know. So like I'll try and fiddle with it, but at the same time, it's like this is not the actual social media account for Inimitable Books.
No, I know.
So I'm not going to put all my effort into that.
Yeah. I get it. It's hard.
The TikTok algorithm is really trash right now for writers, apparently, because everyone's complaining about how bad it is.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad. But you know what? It's cyclical, so Oh, Regina. Sorry.
Oh, so sorry.
No,
go.
Go.
I think 2 sprints, I'll be working on a map.
Oh.
I fought with it
Exciting.
all of yesterday and nearly cried because I hate every single part of this. Like working on other people's maps
No.
is easy and fun, and I love it. Working on my own, hate the process. Don't like it. 10 out of
Yeah,
10 do
well,
not
you're
recommend.
too critical because you have it like perfectly in your head, and then
Yeah.
It was, oh god, it was so hard. But I was like, okay, so literally all day yesterday, I was like, cool. I had a series planned out in Plotter, and I was like, ooh, how do I do the thing? Because I've only focused on one book at a time or one idea at a time in Plotter. And someone was like, oh, I help you because I'm in the Plotter Discord. So they helped me and talked me through it, and I was like, cool, got that done. Everything's outlined, everything's planned. Even got some mock covers going on because for some reason I need a good mock cover to give me inspo. So I have that going on. Everything's
That's
good.
good.
And I was like, oh yeah, I kind of need a map so I could keep everything correct.
Yeah.
Because I talk about multiple places. I need a map. And I was like, oh, I can't avoid this. I can't, I have to do it. And so many times my poor cats were just like trying to like lay with me as I'm trying to do things. And I get up and walk away and they're like, where are we going?
you're like, we're not going anywhere. I'm going somewhere.
No,
Oh.
they followed me excited. Like, where are we going? I'm like, no, guys, you don't have to follow. You don't have to follow me.
Oh.
I kept walking away, coming back, walking away. I'm like, I'm gonna pretend it's someone else's map. So I had to do that. That's literally what made me get through and finish. So I'm gonna go through and correct little things.
Okay.
Calmer today.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm sure the map looks amazing though, but I know what you mean. When it's your own, it's like, ah. Oh. But on Regina's comment about the TikTok, has it been a while since you signed in? Because I've had that trouble
That's what
too.
I think it is, because I
I've
think
had that
that's what
problem.
it is with her Instagram as well, where it's basically she just is dormant on them for a lot because she's busy writing like 10 books to my half a manuscript basically. And then when she logs in, they're always like, oh, you're breaking in. And I think they finally just got sick of that and we're like, no, we're deleting your account, which sucks for
Yeah,
her.
I mean, I see that on Instagram, but on TikTok it happens a lot. Like even with me, like who I post pretty regularly, even when I take like on one account, I took like maybe a month or two off, can't sign in.
Oh,
Let me log in. It's like it never existed. And I know I'm very good about, because I have so many accounts, about what the login is, what the password is. So I'm not typing it in wrong. I'm not like, I didn't forget and like, oh, I must have the wrong password. It's just, it's gone. So TikTok's a lot worse about that. Instagram, I like, they'll give you like a couple years before they'll totally delete you. But even then, although with Instagram, I don't know why that happened with you, Regina, because like I've had Instagram accounts that I haven't touched in years and they're still there. I still have access to them. So I don't know what happened. That's really crappy.
Yeah, I don't know why it seems to hate Regina especially, because I'm like, I can almost measure like vaguely in my head of like, oh, when was the last time Regina like shared something either for a cover reveal she signed up for
Right.
books or left a comment. And normally it's like within a year. It's not even like, oh, it went 2 years, 3 years, whatever. But if I hadn't deleted the account that or maybe I didn't end up deleting it. I don't know. But there was like a project that I did in grad school that I also thought was maybe going to become real. And so I grabbed social media accounts for it.
Right.
And there was just one day where I was like, should I just delete these? Or like, do I even still have the logins to these? You know, if I still have the logins, then I won't delete it. But I'm just curious. And it was like 3 at the time that I logged in. So now it's even longer. But it was like 3 years since I had created and actually done anything on the account.
Yeah.
And it was just like, verify too. And I'm like, great. And I, give my phone number or the email or whatever. And it's like, okay, you're fine.
Yeah, same. So that's so weird.
Verify?
Yeah.
Mine don't even make me do that. I just log in. I'm like, oh, it's been years since I touched this account. And I'm like, attacked with a bunch of messages because people still think it's my main account. And it's like,
I know. I have that too. And I'm like, oh shoot. Like they asked me this question a year ago. Like, but they know I have the other account because I've seen them comment on my other account. So why
did someone with your name die, Regina? And like they're like thinking like it's connected to you or something. Like, because let's be real, the whole internet is trawling the whole internet. So like, I just wonder if they think.
It could also be an identity thing, and I'm talking. Oh
It
God!
could
Oh
be.
no!
Yeah.
I worked not directly with Facebook, but somewhat with Facebook, so it could be an identity thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm also wondering. But like,
That's what
either
I'm
it's a
saying.
mixed up identity where they literally think she died, or it's more nefarious where someone
Yeah,
did.
that also could be constant hits to her account or to a similar account, and it could be again like an identity thing where they think they could be someone else or could think she's a bot. So they're taking multiple precautions, which is unfortunately gonna be rough on her side. So please hit up tech support.
Yeah.
Hit them up swiftly so they'll know. Oh yeah, you
But
were the
also
bot.
incessantly until they fix
Mhm.
it. Because
Mhm.
I've had to do that, and they like sometimes won't take me seriously until the third message. But and not just social media companies, I'm talking about like other ones as well.
In general, yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going away.
Yeah, I still have this problem.
Yeah.
And Eva's correct. Dead people do not lose their accounts. I still have my in-laws. Both are dead, and they're still there, and their names will constantly pop up because people keep pinging them. So like,
Yes.
the dead accounts go nowhere.
That's true. I have that too, and it's like yeah, friends or whatever that have passed, and it's like their accounts are still active. Yeah.
I thought they were instituting a new thing where it's like, oh, if someone passes away, you give access to someone else's account. Someone else access to the account.
I mean, I don't know. I just know that like whenever that has happened, it's happened a handful of times. Usually like the sister or the husband or whatever will come on and say like, I'm so and so's husband. I just want to let you all know that she passed away. And like, so, but they have access because they're at her house, you know what I mean? And they're on her computer. So it's not like they had to sign in from their, you know what I mean? Like it was already open to them. But I don't know. It's too depressing. Let's change the subject. On to the living. Let's talk about our work and our excitement, things to come, and all that stuff.
Yeah, Becca's book is about survival, Grandma's Little Secret. So you should pre-order that from InimitableBooks.com or Becca's website. Let's do official intro. So Becca.
Hi. My name is Becca C. Smith. And I have a book coming out. I always pinpoint the wrong way. Grandma's Little Secret. Oh my God, you have it in person. Mine's a fake.
Yours is on the way.
Yeah, mine's a Dream Diaries wrapped in a cover I made at Staples. Yours is real. Yeah, I'm so excited to get mine. I got the message that it's on its way, so I can't wait to see.
You're gonna get for all I know, you're gonna get the envelope with the single one and the box with the other 9 at the same time.
Oh my God.
No, actually, okay, no. The box is currently in New Mexico and the envelope is in Arizona.
I was a friend in New Mexico. Be like, pick it up for me. Oh my gosh. No, I'm so excited. But I've been sort of reviving my channel, which is kind of a little slow going just because, when you neglect something for a while, it tends to happen. So, are all your books on? They should be, yeah.
Some of her self-published ones and Grandma's Little Secret's definitely on there. If it's about whether or not it's physically there, Grandma's Little Secret stock hasn't been arrived yet, so that one's not there yet. And I'm gonna go grab Riley.
Oh, yay! But yeah, and so I am starting a reaction channel. I created it, and of course, shocker, Becca Reacts was taken. Shocker with my name. It's so common. But it's so annoying to. Oh, Riley! Hi.
She had a bath this weekend.
Look at that face.
Nice. She's so fluffy.
Oh, I love her. But yeah, so I'm doing a reaction channel, and Becca Reacts was taken, and of course the person that took it didn't do any reactions on her channel and hasn't posted in 4 years. So
I feel like every time there's something you want to do and the person who's grabbed it isn't active.
They're not active. They're not. Anyway, so like my Instagram where I am Becca C. Smith 22, I am Becca Reacts 22. So
Nice.
But I have not posted anything and I have not recorded any reactions. Yet. I mean, the big one I want to do is Stranger Things, obviously, but I think I want to do some test ones first before next week when the season 5 comes out. So I'm probably going to do like similar Grandma's Little Secret themed type things. Like I never saw the movie version of It. I've read the book, but I haven't seen the movie, the most recent one. And then, just stuff like that. And then like the Welcome to Derry, just very like kids in the 80s, supernatural, kind of themed. And, that's me. That's all. I feel very overwhelmed for some reason, but I know I just need to. And if you can hear in the background, they're cutting branches off of trees. And I was supposed to do my audiobook today. So that's awesome.
Oh, no.
That's irritating.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Try not to stress about it, but, Anyway, that's me.
What it do, everybody? My name is Grayson Wild, and I write with pride. I like diving into fantasy, high, low, and all in between, accompanied by a warm mug of coffee. Today I'm working on a map. But on the map, I'm working on Signs of a Broken Banner, and I know I've spoken about that years ago.
I was gonna say that is a blast from the past, if it's what I'm thinking of.
I have a friend who kind of reads all my stuff for me to keep me from deleting. Go, oh, let me edit. She's like, how about I read it and you move on? You don't touch this. You don't delete. You move on.
Yes.
So she sat there reading something. She's like, isn't this just science? This is science. You're taking pieces of. Are you spreading pieces of science on other things? And I was like, am I? I didn't realize I was. She realized I was because she's read it before. She's like, stop that. Write science. Stop it. Stop it. Write science. And basically got me to recognize the fact that my fear with writing science was I was trying to put everything into one book. And she's like, ooh, when I'm writing a tome, when I'm writing a giant book.
You should talk to Veronica King about that because that's a lesson she's recently learned. That like not everything has to go in one book, and flip side, not everything has to have its own book either.
Yeah, I think it was just panic. My thing is, for some reason in my mind is like I could only write one book. I don't know where that thought came from, but that was in my head. And she's like, yeah, stop that. She's like, break these stories apart. She goes, you have like 3 stories in one book. Cool. So I broke those 3 stories up into the 3 stories they're supposed to be. And I was like, oh, okay, this is how it's supposed to be originally. So now I'm working back on Science. The good thing is I still have all my original stuff because I didn't delete it because she took my thumb drive away from me.
Good.
I love a good friend like that. She took my thumb drive away from me.
We all need good friends like that.
Absolutely. So she sent everything last night.
Anything.
I've stopped doing it. I've stopped doing it. I've literally deleted entire novels before.
Oh
I've stopped doing it since.
That hurts. That's so painful. That like actually hurts my chest.
I've deleted drafts before, but
I can't.
I've stopped because in the middle of I think 4 days ago, I was about 34K into another story, and I couldn't brute force my way through it, so I paused, and that's when I started looking at other things. Like, okay, let me just continue writing other things until I can come back to this. And normally that would have been a swift delete, and I would have moved on without looking back. I didn't do it.
God.
Hi, Nia. I've been popping.
Regina, you have a wrench. You don't have to do the .com thing.
Oh, right. I forgot that with wrench you don't have to do that.
With wrench comes special privileges.
With comes special. You get to put links. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean during Kate's live stream, she's like, "Oh, I'll drop the links to like the Whisper account later," and I'm like, "Or I could just do it while you're talking about it."
Perfect.
Nia, hi. I don't know if you saw the form for December co-hosting. I don't know if my messages have been getting lost in the ether. I know we're in Mercury retrograde, but
is that why? Maybe that's why I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, that too. But check me.
No,
I have no confirmation you've received a message from me in the past like 3 weeks. And
Oh
for
no,
anyone
Nia.
who doesn't know who I am, my name is Zara Hoffman. That is devastating. I don't delete them when I get stuck. It would be completely redone, and I'd be like, I don't need this anymore. I don't do that anymore, Becca.
Because I like slowly wither on this stream of like all the people that delete their stuff.
For anyone who's lurking and doesn't know who I am, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, a small publishing company dedicated to uplifting marginalized voices without pigeonholing authors into writing about their trauma. Marginalized means more than just race or sexual orientation. So if you look at our authors on our website and you're thinking, that's not, we are still a diverse group of authors. I am a very diverse person. And we're here for good stories. So that's what matters. And Becca's book is going to be our first book coming out in 2026. We have a book.
Can you see the under thing? I know I wanted to wait, but I really want to see it.
We have a book coming out on December 2nd, which is wrapping up the duology of our first signed title ever.
Oh my god. That looks so good. Oh,
That's really awesome.
Like, oh, I'm so glad you decided. Okay, because just a quick little story is that Zara's like, what do you want under the dust jacket? And I'm like, I don't know, like maybe a butcher knife. And then she's all like, well, since symbolically the bike is so magical to the little girl, why don't we put the bike? And I'm all like, oh, that's such a sweet. I
Butcher
love
knife.
Yeah.
And then I was also the same thing with the bonus scene where she's like, oh, what if I do this? And I'm like, cool. Also, though, you do mention something twice in the book, and I think it would be cool to see.
It was so sweet. Like, yeah, because like with the bonus scene, I'm like, oh, there's a scene on the cliff where, and this actually happened, where my great aunt,
and you should definitely like share it or something.
Yeah, it was really dark. And then Sarah's like, well, what if we did the day when she spent the day with her great aunt's ghost, and like it's just a sweet like day that's a good memory for her. And I'm all like, oh, that's so sweet.
And it's like a good memory for multiple characters in the
book. For both.
And Becca's like, look at you, you're being so sweet. Like, well, we got enough of the other stuff, so I'm just kind of.
And I do balance it, but my brain is just with this type of genre. I'm always sort of locked into the dark, So it was perfect.
And like as a reader, normally I am, but like for some reason, like publisher brain is like, what if we like switched gears and like gave a little variety?
Which, especially with the cover being that is like yes, the exterior it's very symbolic just of the story. The exterior is very dark and like having to sort of survive this thing, but underneath is still the magic.
Yeah,
and the bike and the like kid and just being a kid and writing and just anyway. And
the bike is so central, like to the story. Yeah, like even it is related to the dark part of the story.
It is.
Well. It's not just the shining beacon, but it is
becomes like the blood bike, the bribe bike, where you're like, oh god, what have I done? But no, it was perfect. So I'm so glad you suggested that, because I think it's absolutely perfect. I can't wait to see it in person.
And Becca's gonna remember to film an unboxing this time, because she didn't realize
you didn't tell me. It wasn't about remembering.
I thought you'd see it from Inimitable Books, and that was my bad. I didn't
get that. So I just saw a package and I was like, what's this? And I opened it up and it was the arcs. I'm like, no, I could have filmed that. So this is perfect. I know it's coming. I have the dates. I have the email. So I'm ready.
Yes. I'm so excited for you to get them.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
But I kind of like, the thing is I got the box of the higher quantity maybe like 3 days after the envelope, like the small package. Right. And I'm like, had I known it would have been like a 4-day difference, I could have sent you a box with a perfect 10.
That's fine. Oh, that's fine. You're like, I need the numbers to be perfect.
Yeah, because it's like I had to fill the gap in one of the stacks with a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, I mean, it works, but it doesn't make my heart as happy as it could.
It's going to be, I'm very excited. So
I'm so excited about this book. I'm excited about all Inimitable Books titles, you know, ones that have come out, ones that are coming out. But like, this is our first foray into a new genre. This is the first like semi-autobiographical thing, which was like not something I ever thought we would be getting into.
Right.
You know, and still like very much fiction has our heart, but it's like be inspired by the true events and just all that stuff.
Which was traumatic.
Kate was telling me about how you were talking about like how her marketing is all this fun stuff and your marketing is all like this traumatic thing that happened to me.
I know. Like I was telling them at the retreat, I was all like, there's a part of me that's like jealous of your ability to come up with really fun marketing ideas and like, you know, that you could do like, even like this whisper account, you know, like it's just so fun. And like mine are like, my aunt tried to kill me. Let's promote it.
Like the thing is that my ideas are more piggybacking off of yours, where you're like, oh, I want to react to Stranger Things. I'm like, okay, you can react to other things too, though, and not have it be like a once the season's over, that's it. Like, let's expand.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Which is why I'm doing a reaction channel, so I can just do my normal reactions. Like I'm going to do Percy Jackson. I'm going to do all the shows that I love, you know. So. But yeah,
I don't want to go like when you made that announcement in. Was it your newsletter or was it also a YouTube video? I can't remember, where you were like, oh, I'm going to make the documentary. I got so excited, but I told you, and I also told Kate, where I was like, oh my God, are you excited about Becca's documentary? She's like, yes. And I'm like, okay, I never would have suggested that to her though, because I didn't want to like re-traumatize her. So with yours, I'm like, okay, let's do book events, let's do things, but I'm letting the content come from you. I'm gonna be like, let's exploit your trauma, because that's almost exactly antithetical to what Inimitable Books is.
Well, I remember having that conversation with you, going like, when we were still just in the talking stage, and I was all like, well, I mean, this book is essentially my trauma, and I didn't know if that was going to be a conflicting.
Yeah, no, I mean, the whole thing is that we don't force authors to do it. So there are other books that have been published or will be published by Inimitable Books where like I personally know that this is traumatic for the author, but they came to me with the manuscript and were like, this is what's in it. And I'm like, okay, but I was never like, this book isn't going to sell because we need to be able to do trauma marketing.
Right.
And I don't have that in your title.
Yeah. I actually, that's, you know what, that is a good word for it, because that is the difference. Like I said, like why I get kind of like a little jealous of people, like even like Chandra gets to do like female Dexter, and I'm like, oh, I have such fun with that. And then yeah, that's what it kind of feels like, trauma marketing, because it's like, I'm all like, that is what I'm talking about. My trauma. But luckily I did the book in a fictional way. So it does make it a lot easier. But yeah, you're right. That is, you know.
I mean, I do think that like, if you want to mix it up randomly, just for a breath of fresh air, you could be like ride or die friendships, or like, you know, like what good memories you have from the 80s, and you know, things like that.
Yeah. And honestly, like I was thinking about character art. I was saying, well, even that stuff I can't really hire somebody. Could you draw a picture of my traumatic aunt that tried to kill me? But then at the retreat, they were like, well, why don't you just get character art of the kids and riding bikes? And that's
what I think.
Right. And I was like, okay, so I might do that. I might commission some art to do for the 80s kids aspect.
The boys versus girls from like that early
girls. Yes. Oh, and Suicide Hill. Like that'd be really fun to show the vertical hill. And yeah. So anyway, so I'm trying to get out of that kind of marketing and just doing all the fun stuff too. Yes.
You could also do like fun, silly things where it's like, this is what this cost in the 80s. This is what it would cost now. Let's cry.
But I feel like that's a whole Gen X thing. I could just do my
lean into Gen X. Do it. It was also the cover design. We were like between the two, and it was so funny that you said like, you know, the delineation of like Gen X was this, and then like Gen
Yeah,
Z was the
yeah.
other one.
Yeah, we literally had 2 different colors, and all the millennials and Gen Zs went for the one that we did not pick, and
Yeah.
all the Gen Xers and Boomers went for the one we did pick. And I was like, there's something to that,
Yeah.
because we all grew up in the same time, so it just So I'm really glad we went with that one. But interestingly enough, Devesha, who is she Gen Z or is she millennial? I think she's millennial. But
What year is she born in?
I don't know. She's going to turn 30 in May.
He's probably a millennial then.
Okay, but like young millennial.
Yeah,
And
like
then-
last year of millennial, but
Yeah.
not
I'm
Gen
pretty
Z.
sure she's millennial because she always says that she's So, but I did show her the cover, and she actually went for the one for the one we picked.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
you're the only millennial that did.
I mean, I love both, and I have
Yeah.
no regrets about what we picked.
Yeah.
It was just very much like, okay, a lot of covers right now do this, but is that going to capture the essence of your book enough?
Yeah, I agree.
And the answer was no. We need
We needed to be paranormally grungy, it worked. But anyway, 29. Okay, it's the youngest millennial.
29 is the youngest.
Oh yeah, Nia is Zillennial. But Zillennial with an X is what they call people. Hello.
Hi, Portia.
Ooh, the ears.
I love it.
Thank you.
Cute.
But Becca, you can finish your thought before we let Portia do her intro. We haven't even started the first sprint.
I know. I'm sorry. It's because I'm on the stream and I talk too much. Okay.
No, it's because I haven't seen you in a while.
I was just saying that Zillennial is also what they call, but with an X, is
Yeah.
also what they call the people from 1979 to 1981. The
Yeah.
people that were right between millennial and
It's like
Gen X.
they're both called Zennials, but they're spelled differently, or they're both called
Yeah, I
Millennial.
love
And it's
that,
just
though.
Mm-hmm.
and then Bimo the Prince, who's my favorite comedian on the internet, will be like, who cares? Like, microgens, just get out of here. Like, the big boys are talking. The actual gens are talking.
That's funny. Oh, God. I do love him.
They'll be like, pick a side.
I can't. Yeah, I'm solidly Gen X, so I don't have any leeway there.
I mean, I'm the first year of Gen Z, and there are certain aspects, but none of the dumb ones, like eating Tide Pods. I'm like, that never would have occurred to me,
No.
even as a 3-year-old.
No.
And like, all my cousins are millennials -2 who are Gen X. And
Yeah.
then all of our parents are boomers. So when it's like, oh, do you know the relationship between a pencil and a cassette tape? But you don't if you were born this year or later. And I'm like, you realize that family members talk to each other, right? Like you don't grow up in a vacuum. Like,
Well, but a lot of people don't have access to people of that generation or whatever. So
no, I mean, definitely like some
Yeah.
people don't have boomer access, but it's like a Gen Xer or a millennial
I
who
know.
had a Gen X
You're right.
cousin or older sibling or something would probably be like, yeah, we had to deal with it too because our parents didn't immediately go out and buy like CDs. They were like, no, we have good
They
music.
didn't exist. CDs didn't exist.
Well, they didn't exist, but I mean, like once CDs
Yeah.
are introduced, they're like, no, we still have good stuff. You're gonna use it.
Yeah. Well, we switched over, but like honestly, some of it you're right is waiting too, because not everything switched over right away. So a lot of
Mhm.
music you had to listen on tape or record because that was the only way it existed. So
Yeah. But it's so funny because I'll talk to a stranger and I'll be, they'll make an assumption because I also look a little bit younger than I actually am normally.
Yeah.
And so they'll be like, oh, I bet you don't remember this. And I'm like, I have an incredible memory. It's not eidetic, but like I have had a wide exposure to other generation shit for better or worse. So I actually do know what you're talking about. But then there will be times where Regina or my mom or a family friend or a family member will mention something and it's actually something I don't know. And they'll look at me, they'll be like, how'd you miss that? And I'm like, I wasn't born during this time. The fact that I know as much as I do is a miracle.
yeah, don't get on your back. Like, hello. Oh my gosh. Oh, Nia, you're so right. It did go so fast.
Yeah, it feels like it was barely here. I thought it would last forever, and then streaming.
went
I mean, it is coming back now because of TikTok.
Yeah.
Well,
The
you know
retro
what?
CD
I can see
players. I'm
that.
like,
Yeah,
retro
CD
what?
players, but then also like vinyls have been slowly not slowly.
I literally have the same vinyl collection that I've had since like 1984. So it just, it just ages. It looks great.
My mom's vinyl collection was kept in my grandma's attic for many years, and then when my grandma passed away, she got rid of all of them, all 500 vinyls. And I hear that, and anytime I think of it, I cry because my mom had early versions of certain songs because she had a friend who was a DJ at a radio station. So like she heard the locomotion before it went out publicly.
Oh,
I would have lost
She
it.
heard the
There's no
locomotion by
way.
Little Eva. She
well,
had
honestly, if they ended up giving it away to like Goodwill, I hope that like a massive like music lover found them and was like, holy crap, like it was the holy grail for them.
I
just
I
in the
wish
garbage. That would be
case.
more
I'm
painful.
pretty sure it went to something like 1-800-GOT-JUNK. And I like
No, don't say that. I'm gonna imagine that some like
I want a time
lover.
machine, not for the butterfly effect because I'm terrified it would get worse, but I want a time machine to experience my great grandma's cooking, my namesake, who is my great aunt's cooking, and my grandma's cooking when she was doing more of it, because by the time I knew her, she was much older and like didn't have the mobility to do a bunch of cooking herself. But also to basically creep on my mom at all the like music events she went to over the years and save those records.
Oh God. Yes. Yes.
I'm not asking for a lot, I mean, one of the things she did was go to the Beatles concert at Carnegie Hall. So like that, but she's like, oh yeah, I skipped school. And like
yeah. I know my mom skipped school to see Elvis, and you're just like, that's a memory, man.
Yeah.
I
keep asking my mom to write a memoir or an autobiography. She's like, no. And I'm like, you're lucky I remember these stories, but like you must have more.
Yeah. Oh. But hello, Portia.
Hello. It has been too long, Becca. How have you been?
I know. I was like, I've just been seeing you on social media lately. I've been so happy. I'm like, oh, it's Portia. Yay.
Oh, yay. It's been forever. Hey, everybody. I am Portia Writes on all the platforms. I am a poet and genre-bending writer and the author of Low Bridge High Water, a poetry collection. I'm so excited to be writing with you all. Sorry, I am so late. They came and did a thing to the cable in a bucket truck, and it was this one lone guy with a cigarette on his lip and literally a blowtorch and saran wrap. And this is how you know you live out in the country. And I was like, if he didn't have on a uniform, I would think it was just somebody's uncle, because I was like, what even is this?
I mean, probably is somebody's uncle too. Let's be real.
I was like, what is happening here? And he goes up in the bucket truck, and there was no internet, of course, while he was doing it. And we were like, we have never seen somebody work on internet with a blowtorch. And then it came back up. So, I mean, it's fixed.
Whatever he did.
Thank you.
Don't question it. Don't question it. Just let it happen.
I mean, like, I'll question it in hindsight, because I would be like, a blowtorch on the internet? That's not going to just ruin everything. But if it worked, and that's what matters.
I am here, and hopefully I'm not stuttery or anything.
No, so you're good.
It's good.
Your quality is good. It's been clear the whole time.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Portia, you enter the forest room?
I did not. Can you flash the code again?
Yeah. But I'm just like, you're someone who uses, really what I need to do is make a spreadsheet of who are my guests and who are the viewers who use the app versus who don't. Because I'm asking every so often. And Eva was at my Twitch stream yesterday.
Okay.
And I was like, can you use it? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay.
So even like everybody here knows that when I stream with you, like even my parents and Edward, because I do.
Oh no.
Oh, now she's all stuttery after we said it was fine.
Okay, wait,
no.
let's see.
Oh, you're back now. You're back.
Am I okay, good. Yeah, but they'll say, so sometimes I'll be on Zoom and it's not even this. And Edward is like, hey, like it's not an emergency, don't kill the tree. And I'm like, oh no, these are not the tree people. Like this is you're fine. You're fine.
That's great. But you can also turn off defocus mode. That way you never have to worry about killing the tree.
That's true.
Like the same place where you turn it from plant together to not, you could turn off the deep focus mode.
Okay. So it's a thing. Like he won't even know who I'm like, oh, I'm gonna
But I love that. We love supportive people IRL.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Because obviously we're all fake, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
you all are real people, but you live in my computer screen.
Yes.
Exactly. Becca doesn't only live in my computer screen anymore because I met her last October.
I know.
Oh, Portia froze again. Okay, we're gonna start the sprint.
Yeah.
Gray, are you entering the room? I can't tell.
Mine's not working today. It's being
Oh, okay.
Okay, lovely. Sorry that's happening to you. Maybe it'll behave by the next sprint, which is your tree pick. But let's do this because I got work to do.
I know. Yeah, we only started 43 minutes in. We're good.
Yeah. I mean, basically for me not having talked to you in like a month, that actually is pretty okay.
I know. It's so true. Oh my gosh.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity for Portia.
I lost internet somewhere in the middle there, so.
I
But-
saw that both you and Portia had come back.
Well, they were doing the chainsaw, the with branches, right? Trimming the branches, but now they're doing the mulch, and I don't know. Like they're not being very careful, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did something to mess something up. So
Yeah,
we got a lot of chatting done before that happened.
Yeah. Hopefully, but I did not get to post. I posted on YouTube Shorts, and then I was going to post on TikTok, but I realized the video I exported had music on it, and TikTok didn't know what to do with it, so it spread it over the whole video. And even though I had edited it in sections, so I had to go back to my Premiere file, delete the audio or delete the music, and then I'm just gonna have to put in music myself in TikTok. So anyway, I'm still in the process of that right now. So exciting. So that's what I did, and I'm still doing.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Portia, why don't you go next since Gray is away from the computer?
Yes. So I actually have been working on an essay I started the other day for the Substack. So I had a couple bad pain days this week, so hopefully I'll be able to get it up this afternoon. So it's all essays these days. I'm supposed to be fictioning, but at this point, my goals for November have changed no less than 5 times. But I'm like, I'm getting one page. It's fine. Like, at this point, thank you, Regina. Yes, so I'm a feline, so it's all cat ears everywhere. But so I'm like, at this point, I'm not even going to change the goal anymore. I'm like, get words on page is the November goal at this point, because I started out with lofty ideas about the nonfiction project and the fiction project. And then characters were like, this isn't what I want to do. This isn't where I want to be. My characters were being complete divas about it. I said, fine. What would you like to see happen? Oh, you don't want to be a novella? You want to be interconnected short stories? Fine. I'll give you what you want. Like, you won't talk till I get your format correct. Great. Like,
I'll do whatever you say.
I was like, this is like the most. Well, I don't want to say that because I was almost said non-consensual relationship. I was like, that's a bad way to put it. But I was like, this is not a relationship that I am enjoying.
Right.
My characters bully me. I don't like how they talk to me. And then they don't talk to me if I don't do what they want. And
they're manipulative bastards.
They are.
And I was like, this is why I didn't fiction before. Thank you for everybody, hint, hint, Gray, who's like, come fiction. It's fun. No, it's not.
It's not.
Come fiction, it's fun. And then you're like, lies.
Lies.
All
because
lies.
You know what doesn't do this? Poems, although poems have their own idiosyncrasies.
I was going to say poems hurt me.
Poems do other things, but poems don't do this particular thing.
Exactly. They all hurt you in different ways.
All in different ways. And the essays just have me like calling my therapist, like, so can you fit me in like tomorrow? Because I thought I was over the thing, and then it came up in the writing, and sorry, no, it happened when I was 12. I should be over it. Like,
oh, the pain,
the pain, the sorrow. It's like you have to be at least a little bit like enjoy the rush of having your feelings hurt to be a writer. I mean, at least to me, I'm like,
yes.
Your characters are
100% true.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just saw in the chat. We got Bug. She's back. Do you see in the chat?
Oh,
hello,
yes.
finished lunch, and I'll be with them. Oh my God, hi. It's been like, I don't even know. How long has it been?
It's been
Like
a
7 years?
while.
Been a long time.
Wow.
Hi.
I was just thinking about you the other day. That's so funny. I was like, I wonder whatever happened to Bug.
When you first said chat, I thought you meant the private chat at first. I'm like, oh,
No. It surprised me. That's all. I was just like, wait, what? Is that who I think it is? And like, oh, I'm so happy. 4 years. Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I want to ask all the questions. How are you? What are you doing? What are you working on? Wow. Oh my gosh.
Gray, do you want to give your update?
I found my language.
For the story?
I made a language for my story. Was it needed? No, but I did it anyway. And because I was writing out a few phrases, I was like, "Oh, did I write that down?" Hopefully I wrote that down. So I had to go back and search to find where I wrote it all down. And now I'm trying to back it up, make sure I keep it safe.
But did you find it?
I did find it, yes.
Oh, thank God. Because I like try to find things and then either A, I can't find it, or it never existed and I just thought I did it.
That's happened to me before.
Oh yeah, no. I found it and then I had to make sure four to five times that I was muted because I was saying phrases out loud. I'm like, I really hope no one hears me right now.
I love that though. Oh my gosh. I remember one of the girls I grew up with, we wanted to swear without like our parents knowing. So we like started our own language. And I still remember the sentence, uka, ula, and tuna. And it means you are a shithead. And so I'd say it all the time to my parents. I'd be like, uka, ula, and tuna, uka, ula, and tuna. And they're like, okay. And I'm all like, ha, 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 ha. I'm saying these horrible things to you and you don't know. Yeah. And by the way, that sentence we got from Tootsie, the movie, if you ever saw that. I don't know why, but
I was going to say, why does that sound familiar to me?
Yeah, we thought that was the funniest thing that anyone had ever said in any movie ever. Oh, to be a child again. But I'm sure your language is much more sophisticated.
It's a mix of, I think, West African languages and a mix of Old Church Slavonic, Latin, and Amharic.
Oh wow, that's fascinating. That's really cool.
Wow.
That was me trying to avoid doing stuff I needed to do, so I put my energy into things I really shouldn't be doing. And that was me.
Yeah, but you know, it adds to the flavor and the world building. I'm always for that. You know, much richer.
I mean, it is actually used in the book multiple times, so at least that's a thing. But like,
I mean, that's better than me learning the entire military phonetic alphabet for my sci-fi trilogy and then it not showing up once in the book. On these lives.
Oh my God, that always why I do that all the time. Like I'll be like, okay, I know I need to know this, and then I don't use it at all, and I'm all like, why did I do that? I spent all my time.
You might use it later though, so that's a bonus.
I know, and you know what, Zara, you do use it every.
I mean, for me, I use it but normally that wouldn't have been the case, you know.
I'm just saying, you do use it daily, so.
Yeah,
it wasn't a waste.
Yeah, I mean, Malin, who's the author of The Storm Gathers and The Shadow Rises, and then the third book, which is coming out in 2027, and not next year, but 2027. She made this whole alphabet, and I was like so excited because you know it's in book 1, and then I was like, we're gonna use it in book 2, and then we got through book 2, and I'm like, it is not used a single time.
But you have it.
Yes.
You ever need it.
Yeah. I ate lunch during that sprint because I hadn't eaten at all today because I had gone to City MD, which is like an urgent care place, just because I had something that needed to be dealt with. It was fine. It was just an inconvenience where it's like, I know I need medicine for this, and like over the counter
Okay.
stuff doesn't do it.
Right.
So I needed someone to be able to give me the prescription.
Okay.
But yeah, I like slept in late, and then I wanted to get that done early because I didn't know how long I would be there. It turns out I was in and out within an hour, which is
Okay.
actually good for them. But I wanted to make sure, like, oh, what if it's really long, and like I don't want to miss the start of the stream.
Right.
And so I just hadn't eaten, and then I did, but I ate a cupcake first before I ate my actual lunch because
First, that's always good.
yeah, I had some good news yesterday, and I like jokingly said like that I want a cupcake. And so we have a family friend who's staying with us, and my mom both heard me say that. So they both bought cupcakes. So we have like 8 cupcakes in the house now, and I'm like, I will be eating them. They will not go to waste. They will be gone by the time we leave for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Portia, how's your internet?
Oh,
So this is the internet on my phone. I actually went into my mobile hotspot, and then I was like, it'll help.
Okay.
No, because
No.
now my mobile hotspot was like, it worked. And then it was like, wait, like a mobile hotspot is like, you are aware we're on the AT&T network right now. I'm dying. Like, oh God. But Mercury's in retrograde for those of us that are astrology people. Mercury's
Oh my
in
gosh,
retrograde.
I mentioned it earlier. I mentioned it earlier today.
Oh my God. I was like, I feel so overwhelmed and I don't know why. And then Zara was all like, I saw, oh, wait, who said it? Was it Gray or Zara?
I
Either
said
way.
it.
Okay, it was like in retrograde, and I was all like, well, that explains a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, you upload you format it, and then it just prints it like a print on demand place, or even a offset print run. Like if there's a line, they would print ink there, and they don't. So yes, kind of. But also, obviously, the inside is different. Like there's going to be a lot less ink used in some.
But yeah, I mean, you can do picture books. You can do, and I mean, essentially the same thing. Just there's no coloring, so it's just. I mean, you might want to be careful about what you get to choose what paper they use if you're doing print on demand, because you want to make sure it's not really thin so it doesn't go straight through. But
yeah, you would probably pick a thicker paper.
Yeah, you just go, and they have, they list. I've never. I don't. I mean, I know they list the different types of paper on KDP, but yeah, I'd be interested to see if they if they mention thickness. I don't know. I don't think I ever looked for that.
I think they say pounds, which is
okay.
Thickness.
Then yeah.
But you have to,
Then that's perfect.
Yes, cupcakes. I love Magnolia Bakery. Unfortunately, someone really unfortunate likes it too. So my mom and I were like, but we still love the cupcakes. That's not the fault of the cupcakes. It just that's someone bad.
It became dangerous when Sprinkles started making gluten-free cupcakes, because I was kind of like, I can't have cupcakes, and then they're like, well, we have these red velvet gluten-free ones, and I'm like, I can have cupcakes.
Yeah.
This is bad, but very good.
I like video editing.
It depends. Like I just did my Am I the Bleep Hole, and
I still need to watch that.
No, it's fine, but it's like you to have to reveal the two lines at a time, and then you're making separate.
Well, you're doing fancier stuff than I am.
But I'm just saying, it's like that kind of editing can be tedious, but it still doesn't take that long. But it's just more. It's much more fun to edit footage with talking, and if I say one more time, you should punch me, because that is a habit of mine, and I'm trying to break it. And how many times do I edit out in my videos?
It's a common filler.
It is, but I think
it's a comforting thing. It's okay.
And it's like I'm from the 80s. I came from the 80s, and that was the Valley Girl thing, and I don't know, it just stuck in my head, I guess. I have no idea, but
oh my God. I need to watch that. The only time I started hating that's a filler word. Editing a video there was this one video I had filmed 3 different times because something kept going wrong.
Oh,
Either like
I hate
the
that.
shot wasn't properly framed or the
Yeah.
lighting or whatever. And then it turned out to be a super long video. And I kept trying to make it shorter and shorter and shorter and getting more and more in the weeds to try and make it shorter. And then I think I got it down to 30 minutes. I was like, that's it. I give up. I edited out 15 minutes of this. It's going to be a 30-minute video. I can't.
I'm over it. Yeah.
I'm over it. And it took around 3 hours, which is
Oh,
so absurd. I mean, it's almost 3 times the amount of footage I had. So I get that that's actually the normal assumption that people say. But I was just, this is upsetting. Not happening.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
So because Becca mentioned cupcakes, I feel the need. I don't think I've actually told any of you this story on this stream, but I might have said it on my old stream like years ago. The cupcake story about when I was working. I used to work for Amtrak in corporate, and we had a cupcake truck that would come. It was just this.
I heard really cupcake truck and got so excited.
So. But it was this cupcake, and they had this little pink truck. I wonder whatever happened to them. But they did not have a stationary store, but they had a truck, and they would list on the website, where they were coming every day. And they usually were in approximately the same area, different days of the week. So, people at their jobs would go out to the cupcake truck. And they had this special one day. And I went out outside of my job to the cupcake truck, and I got 6 cupcakes, right? And they put them in this big fancy box for me. And it's this pink box that matches the truck, and it was like this really cute box. And I, got myself these cupcakes. And I walk back in to my office, and my boss is like, "Oh my God, Portia got cupcakes for the because it was like this. She got cupcakes for all of us."
Oh,
and I was like,
no.
I absolutely did not. All of these are mine. I did not get cupcakes for the office. These are all my personal cupcakes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you don't make assumptions like that. No.
They're like, well, I tried.
Right. And it was just so funny. Yeah, he didn't ask me or anything. He just saw the box and was like, "She brought back cupcakes for all of us." And I was like, I did not.
Unless it is placed in the center of the conference room table. This is mine.
Gosh.
That sounds like a threat. Like all of us? Absolutely not. No.
No.
Buy
cupcakes.
You and who? This is for me and I.
Especially with a cupcake truck, I'm assuming they had like different types of cupcakes. So you're like, okay, this one's for tomorrow, this one's for the day after. It's like,
I had allotted my cupcakes. I was like, I got the 6. I was like, okay, this is going to be cheaper because I would usually get 1, max 2. But then I was like, okay, it's cheaper to get the 6. I was like, I'm going to try this, and then I'll have, which ones I'm going to have. And then I was like, I'll take one, for my mom. I was like, I'll take one for my mom after work. Yes. I don't like y'all enough for these cupcakes.
No, for my 13th birthday party, I had to invite all the people from my middle school because that was the rule, and I did not like them because they were all bad people, minus a few. But I was like, I don't like this type of cake. I don't like this type of cake. And my mom was like, well, a lot of people are probably gonna want something else. I'm like, it's my party. And she's like, okay, then what do you want? And I'm like, I want cupcakes. So we got cupcakes, and it was, we had cupcake trees, and it was beautiful. And seeing those awful people eat those cupcakes, I was like, I don't like this.
You don't deserve those cupcakes.
It wasn't even like I want them all for myself. It was more just like, I don't want you to have them because you're awful people and you don't deserve this joy.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love cupcakes, honestly. Especially for my friend did it for her wedding, and I thought it was perfect because it was just, then you have your own little cake. You don't have to worry about cutting everything and in pieces. And I think cupcakes are the perfect
I
cake.
think cupcakes are perfect. My family has a whole thing about we don't like people blowing out candles on a cake. Yeah, this is way years before, the pandemic or whatever. Yeah. And my mom years and years ago at like some flea market or some street market or something got this little ceramic cake. It's a candle holder. And so we always bring that to birthdays where people blow that out and you don't touch the cake.
Don't touch the cake. Yes, that is perfect.
Oh, that's always been weird to me too. You don't deserve the joy of cupcakes as a part of you. You know what? I love that because I had cupcakes at my wedding too. So we also had a cake like for the picture. So we had a cake.
Yeah.
Right. I can see that.
But we had cupcakes and they were actually very good because we had a fall in love themed wedding. So we had like these beautiful orange fall themed cupcakes and they were really, they were really tasty. Now I'm trying to remember.
Why wasn't I invited? No, I'm kidding.
Add another thing to the itinerary of when I eventually find a time machine.
Yeah, there you go. I'm showing up at your wedding.
Because I'm actually like you all. Well, I don't want to say like you all better. I was just laughing with somebody. We just celebrated our 8-year wedding anniversary, and I was like, damn, the people that were actually at my wedding, I don't really talk to most of them anymore. So I would have rathered you all come and enjoy the cupcakes and the buffet than the people that actually were there. But I'd rather feed you all. But the food was delicious and the cupcakes were
Did you actually get to eat it? Because every wedding I've been to, the bride and groom barely get to eat.
So we did. And how we got around that, because that is true, and that's something that we both had noticed. And how we got around it is because my husband is diabetic. And this is diabetic. So I was like, my husband is diabetic. So I was like, it is very crucial that we eat. So we told the wedding planner and everybody. So I was like, do whatever you have to, but it's like we must eat because like he'll wither away and
No, that's perfect. Oh my gosh. I always feel bad. Like they're taking pictures, they're doing this while everybody's eating, and you're like, aren't you guys like gonna pass out at this point? Like,
oh no, we definitely ate, and we had a sweetheart table, so we ate, and people brought us drinks from the open bar because we had an open bar. So people kept bringing us Di Serrano, and it was
good.
So we actually got to eat and drink quite a lot because the people.
I'm so happy to hear that because the brides and grooms, they spend so much time picking these things, and then they like get 5 bites before it's like, oh, we need more photos, or it's time for speeches, and you're not going to be eating while your best friend is giving a speech, or and now like dances and all these things.
It was totally the opposite because everyone was so concerned that we wouldn't get to eat that people kept bringing, even though people kept bringing us stuff, and they're just like, did you all get any of? So people were just bringing random little plates of, did you all get to have something?
That's so sweet.
So we were like overfilled with people. Just like, I brought you a little nom, like to make sure you had something. Yeah, but you know what? You're right, Dan. I love an open bar, but you kind of have to know who you're inviting, which is
because people can absolutely abuse that.
That's
Whereas, like, my family is normally, for me, I cap at 2. I have some family members who can go to 3, and then there are some who are like, we would do 6 if possible, and I'm like,
100%.
Right. Yeah. So we knew the people that we had were going to be really good about it. And, we had maybe 2 people that we kind of like told the bartenders like, hey, if they sing, but outside of that, like we didn't have anybody that we felt like would be. So people were, because I absolutely, before we decided on the open bar, I'm like, let's look over this guest list with a fine tooth comb and just like.
Yeah. It's like, you need to picture this person flat out, like, and rowdy, and like, how bad is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that. Oh, you know what? I don't have
in
my
the Inimitable Lenormand deck, which I don't have here. I have it at my apartment.
I have mine over here.
Riley's
I need to get it.
Dog. Riley's the dog, and she has a crown.
So cute. But I have my other deck with me right now, so Let me pull one. Let's pull one. Let's go old school and pull one for the stream.
Yes. I actually do
Throwback.
have the Norman Dick.
And then
All right, we got the mountain lion. Take courage and be brave. Risk being a living example. Become a leader without followers. No problem.
Ooh,
okay.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love that.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. That is
That's
so good.
cool.
Okay, mountain lion today. We need that energy.
Mountain lion, dog. Portia, you got a deck to pull from?
I do indeed. So I will be using.
I don't have a
Jeez.
Lenormand at my mom's place. It's like
So
the
I
one
have I have your deck here because for your friends, I'll be pulling from your beautiful deck. I mean, and this thing is gorgeous. I mean, the gilded edge.
Hold on,
I am
hold
a
on.
sucker for a gilded
You're
edge.
frozen, Portia. We can hear you, but you're frozen right
Am
now.
I?
Yeah.
We
Come
see the back
on.
of your head, and that's it.
We're just about to reach for it.
Yeah.
What's funny is, as we're talking about decks, what my laptop is sitting on is literally holding a bunch of my decks.
Yeah.
That's funny. I did get a
Really
new
keep it
deck on the
busy.
writing retreat. It is cat, or it's a cat deck.
Did
It's
you
all-
not have a cat deck before? You, who I
I did
associate
not
so
ha-
strongly with cats, did not
I
own a
know.
cat
I did
deck?
not have a cat deck, and it's so cute because in the cups, they're like knocking them over in the picture.
I
Of course
love
they
that.
are. Of
Okay,
course
Portia.
Okay,
There
am
we
I
go.
back? Am I good?
You're
Welcome
back.
back.
We can see you.
Okay, so this is you can't tell from my camera because
Oh,
of my
But
Yeah.
it's
I'll tell
silver
you,
gilded. Yes.
So pretty.
they're
Oh.
blue gilded. So let's see what we have here.
And then I have the City of Dreams Oracle deck currently with me. It's the companion to the Midnight City Tarot, which is all New York City themed. And it's by a Brooklyn artist.
Oh,
And
so
all
So
the
I
card backs are purple. So
ooh, I have a bunch of my favorites that I keep under the desk now that I have a desk. So I have the Golden Girls Tarot, which is
I love that. We love Golden Girls.
Yes.
so sometimes you just need something that's just lighthearted. This actually reads really, really well. For those of you who like a spicier bit of recreation, I have the Pot Tarot,
Ah, nice. Nice.
which also reads really well. And this has been one of my favorites lately is the Wise Earth Medicine Tarot because this is
Ooh.
an animal tarot deck. It's
I love that.
actually really nice. Well, I say that animal tarot asterisk because I think one of the cards is the bonsai tree, but everything else is an animal.
Aw.
So animals in a singular tree. But
Okay. I love that.
but let's see what we got here.
In the Inimitable Lenormand deck. I got the Luck card.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It says a reward for taking a break from routine and choosing to spend time in nature, being in the right place at the right time, childlike luck, fortune favors the bold, rewards for listening to your intuition, a treat for following your path, even if it's different from most. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it.
I love that.
Mercury might be in the microwave, but you know.
You know what's funny? I sometimes I use just regular playing cards because there's a way to read that way.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have a Mickey Mouse deck, and it's incredibly rude.
Well, Mickey Mouse is obnoxious to begin with, so
No, we love Mickey.
guys.
But I'm
Although
like,
I always think of South Park with the Mickeys. I'm like, huh? It's just like it's so violent. You're gonna perform for me, huh?
Okay, what'd you get?
I got the anchor card.
Okay,
So this is
inspired by
Anchor.
Heirs of Bone and Sea by Kay Adams.
I
Perfect.
love Anchor.
So let's see. So the concepts are stability, resilience, and restraint. And when this card appears in a reading, it means regardless of how the tides are changing, you have a stable focus on your goal at hand. The anchor leaves can be looked at positively or negatively depending on the situation. It signals security, but it can also reveal rigidity and routine and being so marred to one's ideas, concepts, or goals that it becomes harmful instead of providing important and sometimes life-changing stability. It weighs you down. And that is so true of me. So that must
That
be
is
for
true.
me.
Yeah.
The need
I
to
think it's
change
for all of
what
us.
I've been
And
writing
also
about.
kind of a little moment at the end that's reaffirming the Mercury retrograde.
Yeah.
Because it is good to have the goals and be kind of like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this because this is all going to help me. But then you get so stuck in it that, oh, wait a minute, I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this.
Yeah.
And then it becomes so unhealthy and toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. But that's why we're here. And I think it's so beautiful that we're here and we're sprinting, but we're also chatting and we're having fun
Yes.
because that's you need the balance of
Wait.
both.
I got to show you guys the. So let's see.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I have to show you the chariot though, because it literally made me like so. I just was like, oh my god, it's hang on a second.
We're gonna start the next sprint soon after we see that, but I also want to read out Diane's comment because I read it and loved it. But oh,
Can you see they put the little wheel?
oh,
I love
cute.
that. I love that.
I love
When I saw that, that's what made me want the deck. I was all like, oh my god.
That's perfect.
But Diane lives in a very conservative area. They got a new bookstore that like has a lot of fun things. Someone complained, so the owner is petty as hell and started stocking it with even more of the fun things. So
As they should.
yeah.
Oh,
Good.
I love that.
Can I just get the forest room code one more time? I'm sorry, I can't talk.
No, it's fine. I'm
Okay.
putting it back up. But I
Thank
saw
you.
that and I was like, we love good pettiness.
We
Yeah,
do.
I love
Ooh,
that.
also, before we begin, I know it's already down there, but please don't forget to stretch. I stood up earlier and was like, "Ooh, my legs."
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I think for the first 5 minutes, I have my like walking pad right behind me. I'm just gonna walk for like 5 minutes.
And
So
for
I've
those
just
who
been
are
sitting the
typing,
whole time.
that means your fingers and your wrist too, please. Very
Yes.
gently.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
Nia is knee deep into 2026 planning, which seems wild for some reason. Nia, I'm already planning the end of 2026 because that's how publishing is working. So that's fun. And I'm also starting to plan 2027. Personally, though, I am planning, just how am I going to get through the end of this year and then get to the start of next year.
Oh.
And then Regina asked, I think after the first sprint or even before the first sprint, how is the retreat? But we're going to talk about that after this.
Oh, yeah, no. Short answer, it was awesome.
Awesome. Okay, we are going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Also, I don't know why the timer keeps appearing and disappearing from my screen.
Who's whispering and why?
We lost Gray because our computer decided to update.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, why is there an echo?
Did Zara freeze or is it me? Somebody's frozen. Wait, oh, okay. Yes, we see you now. Okay.
Okay. We lost Gray because his computer decided to update.
Oh,
With
I
that.
swear, like we're just again Mercury retrograde. I lost internet temporarily. Portia's her internet. Gray's computer decides to. Come on.
I'm having insurance problems.
Oh no.
Not have insurance problems. Oh my god. I feel like I pay so much every month for absolutely nothing.
I had to switch back to. I had to switch insurances, right? Okay. I'm between two options, and I call all my doctors that are basically non-negotiable to be like, do you take this insurance? So I can decide between which two.
Yeah.
One is like, we don't actually take that insurance. I'm like, okay. And I was like, but someone else in the office does. And they're actually more knowledgeable about your area that you need help with than this person, even though you got the recommendation of this person. So are you cool with that? I'm like, sure, whatever. Then my primary care physician's office was like, yeah, she takes the insurance. I'm like, great. And now my insurance is like, no, she doesn't. You can't set her as your PCP. And I'm like, yes, she does. They have literally confirmed it. So I just wrote to them and I'm like, here's her NPI number. Please fix this on your end because I can't.
Yeah. Oh, crazy. Well, that sprint, I going over the articles and putting them in a big document with all because I wanted to make sure that I give credit at the end of the documentary to like sources and stuff. But it's very interesting because it's like so many things that I never knew because I was a child when it was happening. So like people claiming that they saw Rolf like 2 days after he supposedly was murdered, but like when they talk about where they saw him, it was like on a ferry sitting between a couple in a car. I'm like, really? Like you can tell somebody, like, it's on a ferry where you're all parked. Like how, obviously that didn't happen. But one thing I did not know is that their contractor testified that the months before his disappearance, he cut his hand on a table saw and bled enough to require stitches, which I guarantee that's what got it. So it's interesting.
Yeah, that was probably not an accident.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm writing stuff like that down, and then I'm also putting my personal thoughts into it so that when I go back and do the documentary, I don't have to search for like sort of personal comments that I wanted to say. Because it's I've never made something aside from my 90-day video. I've never made, those are like that's the only videos that I've made that are long form. Because this is probably, I'm hoping to be around 40 minutes because that's a normal true crime podcast size or length.
Yeah.
But it's like that requires a lot of information. So I literally have 100 articles here. So I'm just going through one at a time and writing what I can take from it that I think is interesting enough to make it for to the documentary. And then also kind of APA style, making sure that I give credit to. Although this one is funny. It's all like, instead of actually having a reporter's name or the actual, person that wrote the article, it just says time, staff, and wire services. So obviously it was just people collected a bunch of information, which again makes it so like not reliable.
Riley,
anyway, so that's
let Uncle Frank go to the bathroom in peace. She hates when bathroom doors are closed.
Aww.
Right outside.
Boo-boo.
I'm gonna have to make her dinner during the next sprint. But Portia, what did you do during that?
I worked on the essay a little more. I found out about a call for scholarly papers for the National Black Writers Conference. So I might be dipping my toe into that since I realized that I'm a scholarly writer. While I was taking my break from YouTube, that I didn't know I was taking, but life was just busy. I had 3 different people be like, you do realize that you do scholarly work in our field, like all these well-researched things that you do. They're like, you should. So I'm kind of transitioning into like doing some scholarly papers because my essays are so well researched and documented. And they're just like, look, if you have sources and footnotes and references, you kind of are already doing like the cultural research work. So
yes.
Yeah, add that to your resume or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just seeing opportunities because there was something I wanted to apply to that I kind of chickened out for, but the deadline has not passed. So I'm now wondering, hey, that thing that I wanted to do and then talk myself out of, was that me having that whole fear of success thing again when I was just like, I want to do it. And then like, who am I to do the thing? So I was like, so now I'm like, should I do the thing? It's fine. I still have time to do the thing.
Okay,
But I get that
So,
sometimes. Who am I to do the thing?
I do. I think everyone does that. And it's just like, and when us looking in are like, Portia, what? Like, but you internally are like, well, I don't know. And I say it all the time. I'm just like even something on a personal level, like, do people actually like me? Like, like just stupid stuff that you just can't help and your brain just goes there. And it's just, yeah. So I totally get that. But hello, how many people have to tell you?
And you know what? You're right. And it's so funny hearing that from you, because I'm just like, every time I stream with you, I'm just like, the first time that I was on a stream with you, I said, I was like, but it's Becca. Like, but I'm just me. And you're putting me, because I had been watching your videos and seeing you on other people's streams, like, but it's Becca. Like,
am I the weirdo who I'm like, if I'm invited on a stream with someone, oh yeah, I'm there. Like, I'm just like, I'm gonna become friends with this person.
I feel like that is a Gen Z thing. You guys have a lot more confidence.
Yes.
Because I think like older millennials, Gen Xers and boomers, we were beat into our psyches. You're not good enough. And it just, no matter what, even though you had support or whatever, there's just always this looming societal pressure kind of thing, just saying like, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not the right this, you're not the right that. And it just was like, so, and I think the Gen Zers have this power to be like, screw that. And you guys can just kind of just see things a little bit more clearly. And that's like a superpower, man, because it's like, I doubt myself like at least 14 million times a day. Like I'm all like, oh, no one's gonna like this, everyone's gonna hate it, everyone doesn't like me. Like you get into spiral, and then you're fine and you're confident and you're good. So it's like this all the time.
Definitely. And
wild.
I am just starting to get to a better place with that within the last year or so, because I was just having the conversation maybe 6 months ago. And I was like, I am unapologetically, like, I've decided, because as you know, like in our industry, you have like emerging and mid-career and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I've done how many fellowships?
Yes.
I've been in anthologies. I've written a book. I was like, I'm not applying for anything else for emerging writers, because I am not an emerging writer. I was like, I think I am solidly mid-career. Like, I have done enough of the things. Yes. And everybody else is looking at me like, thank God you finally realized that, because I was like,
yes.
Well, and they're just like, you literally.
It's like accolade after accolade, but you're like, oh, well, that doesn't count and then, well, I don't know, because didn't I? And you just constantly rationalize why it's not what in your brain should be the perfect accolade. And you're like, no, I have been, oh my God. And so, oh, that's so good. I'm so glad. Because it's like,
yeah. And it's because I've been telling people, specifically women and femme and non-binary folks, I was like, stop being humble. I was like, society tells us to be humble.
Right.
Stop it. Because I was like, you being humble doesn't serve you.
You're so right.
So
people who need to be humble will never be humble.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
But I think you're right. But I think that's kind of plays into, like, we're taught to be so humble that it plays into insecurities. It plays into, wait, maybe I'm not good enough. And like, you're going so full force on the humble aspect that you're literally talking yourself into not being good enough.
Because you don't want to brag and you don't want to be that person. And
you never want to be too arrogant. Like, that's something I grew up with as well. So
exactly. You want to not be too arrogant.
True. Yeah. I mean, no one likes somebody that comes in and is just like, oh yeah, I'm the fucking best. It's like, no, obviously not. But
no, but like, I feel like we've been socialized to be like, oh, if you're not a straight white man, any confidence is immediately labeled as arrogance. Or like, or a woman who is,
and then they want to take you down and they will insult
you. Like, women are called bossy, and it's like, you did not complain at all when a man said the exact same thing or something. Or it's like, oh, a man's called assertive, fine, but a woman's like angry. Or
they're just so 100%. You know what? That's so good, Portia, that you're getting over that, because I'm trying to with therapy. Like, it's been a decade journey, but I'm getting there too. But it still pops up, and it's still like it's that little voice that just likes to tap 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 tap.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, I think because of how we're socialized, I think it's always going to be something for most of us. And that's why I love the generation after me, because I'm like, I think, having a little, I think with every generation, I think hopefully there's a little less and a little less until we can finally get to a place where it's not a struggle to be that. But it's
Yes.
also knowing your worth, but knowing when somebody is reinforcing that societal view. Because I was on a panel in September. Yeah, I was asked to join a panel, and I'm sitting on the panel and I'm talking, and I'm on a panel, and it was, I think, 6 of us, and there were 2 of us who were Black women, and I knew the other panelists not super well, but we know each other from other things, and the moderator jokingly called me a loud Black woman.
Oh.
Yeah. But kind of, how somebody says the insult, but they follow up immediately with the laugh, is then, oh no, like just in jest.
The sandwich.
That's so
No.
that's at best a microaggression because they laughed. But that's
Right.
not no, it's like when someone makes a sexist joke and it was like, it was just a joke. You can't take a joke. It's like, well, you can't tell one.
And it's like, explain to me. But thankfully, the audience actually wasn't going for it. Before I could even say anything, the audience guest was like, no, we're not doing this today.
Yeah.
And it was just so beautiful, because a woman that actually walked up to me and she's like, I love you, because she's like, you're animated and you talk with your hands. And she's like, I wear hearing aids. And she's like, I've been in these meetings all day, and these people, I can't hear them. And she's like, I have to turn my hearing all the way up, and I can't make out what they're saying. And she's like, you're the first panel I've been to that I can understand everything you're saying. And I was like, oh, my heart. So I had one moment of somebody like, you're too much, you're too loud, you're doing all this. And then somebody was like, I really appreciate it, because like, I can understand, you're articulating clearly what you're saying, and you have confidence in what you're saying. She's like, I really enjoy your contributions to the panel. But sometimes you have to just remind yourself, be like, you will be sometimes shut down, especially as women. You'll be like, they'll tell you, hey, don't, get too full of yourself. Don't do too many things. And it's like, no, I'm going to do all of the things.
Yeah.
In cat ears and be loud. And
I get a lot of the rejecting the social, like the shitty socialization. I'm not talking about like, oh, like, yes, it's polite to hold the door open for someone behind you, and, and to say thank you when someone does something for you. But like the shitty socialization, I didn't start really doing that until I was like in my 20s and like in college and all this stuff. But I do think at least my classmates, and maybe it's because I went to private school in New York City, so that is a certain type of person in a certain type of family where either people aren't told no enough, or they're told no all the time and then go crazy later. I was neither of those. I was, I was told no reasonably. I was given reasons why. I was, but in my family, like, no one talked down to me. So like I grew up being like, yeah, I'll talk to anyone at any level. Like it doesn't matter, because that's just how I was socialized. But I think other classmates of mine who came across as super confident, it might have been like, I'm looking at them because I've seen them mostly through the ugly, where it's like, you were just never told no. So you think everyone has to listen to you. Whereas I'm like, no, I have the confidence to say something because I believe in my own thoughts, and I believe in my ability to have conversations with people.
Skill. That is an amazing thing to have, because not just like the society, but like my parents drilled in me that you respect your bosses, your elders, whatever. And so that has kept me back a lot in my life in terms of success, because I won't. Oh, Portia.
I don't know if that was she accidentally X'd out, or if it
with internet, you don't know. There you are.
You're here. Okay.
I was all like, Mercury retrograde hit us again. We lost Portia.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you like always having to respect your like bosses and
and
stuff
it's
like
like,
sometimes bit you in the ass.
yeah, no, 100%. Like I probably could have, I know I would be a lot for like, in terms of like TV and movies and stuff like that, I would 100% be so much farther in my career if I didn't have that drilled in me, because I would be so shy and like quiet and like, and then when you like most people, when they start in like assistant jobs, they work their way up because they have the confidence, they have the assertiveness. But when you stay small, they want to keep you there because you do a great job and like it's easy and she's not pushing and like,
And they pay you less.
well, luckily I got paid well, but like that's just because the entertainment industry is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it was just I kept myself small. And I also think that the reason why, at least for me, and I think a lot of people in my generation, we equate like your ability to have confidence or your ability to brag with money. Like the only way that you can say that you can say that you're successful, that you can say that you can do all these things and you're an expert and you're this and that and whatever, is if you have the bank account to prove it. And that's so wrong. Like it's such wrong thinking, because you can be massively successful and absolutely be like an expert in your field and not make a dime. You know what I mean?
I mean, just look at academia.
It's just drilled in your head. Like, and it's just so you're like, well, I haven't made the money at that, like the kind of money, like I'm not rich from that yet. So that means I must not be successful. And it's terrible way of thinking. So that's also retraining. I've had that. My therapist has been helping me with that, because that's how I equated success. Like, well, I'm not like swimming in dough right now, so I must not be successful,
Yeah.
And that's just not true. So anyway,
Yeah. It's not, and it's often not that way for a lot of people. And I wish I could take my own advice that I give other people, but
I know. Same.
I tell my friends, I'm like, when Gwendolyn Brooks won the Pulitzer Prize, her electricity was off. And her neighbors were so happy for her. The people in her neighborhood raised the money to get her electricity turned on so they could come to her house and photograph her for her book being chosen for this prestigious award.
Right. The prize, like, hello, the highest honor you can ever have. And she's just like, well, I'm not successful because I don't make enough money to pay my bills. It's just like, no.
I know. It's
yeah.
Now, if I could take that advice, like if I could, I'm getting better, and like you, Becca, like lots of therapy, pay, lots of time and money to a therapist to kind of help me get there. But I'm like,
I mean, on a depressing note, and then we're gonna move on because I don't want to depress us all permanently. A lot of women's jobs are now being declassified as are no longer going to be classified as professional by the Department of Education. So that's fun.
Oh, well, okay. In like 3 years, we'll get back to normal, hopefully. But
yeah, nursing, psychiatry, therapy.
It's ridiculous. Oh,
I mean, well, exactly. Shout out to therapy. But also, this is me saying that I thought the orange guy didn't want the Department of Education to exist at all. Like,
I know. I thought.
I know, but he's like, you know what? If you have to exist, I guess you can destroy other parts of society for me before I destroy you.
Right? Because I'm like, what? Really? But that's been a push for a long time, is to tell women, tell people of color, tell disabled folks, be like, hey, what you do isn't important because you don't feed the capitalism wheel enough, and therefore
and then everyone gets stuck at home, like with self-isolation with COVID, and then you realize, oh, the people who have been stuck at home this whole time, turns out they can turn in their work super fast when they don't have to do the BS of a non-required commute.
Exactly. And just being able to honor all different types of intelligence and talent and gifts. I mean, because you realize that people who can plan and feed a family and bake bread and do the things. My mom is in her master's program. She's almost done. I'm so proud of her. My mom graduated from her undergrad at 59 and went directly into a master's program. And she is one of the things that she's thinking about doing a PhD, and she's thinking about writing about the business of being a single parent, because she's like, nobody looks at it from a business perspective. And when she went into the workforce, and she's like, I know that, on the resume they don't like to count it as experience, but she's like, because my mom is, in budgeting and admin, and she's like, but all those years of making that check stretch and taking care of a child and a home, and this is how much you have for groceries, she's like, that is as much budgeting as it is a business budget. She's like, I've been doing this forever,
Absolutely. Oh my God, it's absolutely a business.
Diane is excited that we're on the same page about a certain person. And so this is one of my favorite quotes ever.
Yes.
And so
that's so funny.
Yeah. I wanted to put that up there,
Yeah.
And I think we're all on the same page. But surprisingly, there are some of us that are not on our own side. And I'm like,
oh no. Yeah, you see that in the voting stuff, and I'm just like, how?
Oh, yeah.
But also, the past 8 years has taught me that common sense is a myth, because it's not common at all.
Yeah.
It so is a myth.
They've turned it into a cult. I mean, that's it is like the way that they worship him. It's a cult.
Oh, it fits every single part of the definition.
Yeah. And
anyway,
they claim, and this is like coming from like family members. It's like, you're literally like, I could say anything to them, anything, and they'd believe it, but they'd still not care.
Yeah.
It's like literally his tweet about like 15-year-olds are different than 5-year-olds or whatever. Like, he said it himself. He literally just admitted it himself on Twitter, but they'll be like, well, he's right. 15-year-olds are different. And you're like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. They're like, it's not this word, it's this word. And I'm like, okay, but but like the fact that you're splitting hairs, the fact that you finally pulled out a dictionary for once in your life to try and make a defense.
Because it doesn't matter what you say to them, even if
it doesn't.
Correct.
It doesn't.
No, they don't care. With that said, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1.
I agree.
We're going to work on what we can change.
Let me go back to my murderous great aunt.
how to do.
Oh, I gotta turn it up. Is there any way to mute the StreamYard feed so I don't hear the ticky-tacks? Because I can't do it without.
I've muted the video on my end before, but then people still hear it, so I can just fully reshare it without the sound.
Oh no, I just thought like if there was like a button I could press on my end just to mute it for the sprint. But if there's not, it's fine. I can just turn the volume down. It just means that I can't watch other things because
yeah.
So I was trying to edit a video and I had to do it with the ticky-tacks.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll Google it. I'll see if there's anything.
Because I've muted it on my end before, like as in like mute tab, but then it shared the audio with everyone else who was watching.
Okay. And I just didn't want to experiment while we were sprinting. So okay. I'll just Google it. But yeah, I did pretty well. I ate lunch, and then I just went back to writing notes for newspaper. It's gonna take a while. Like I'm just like it's a little triggering, so I only do like about 2 or 3 pages a day. But so I should be done with all the newspaper articles at the end of next week. So then I'll be able to film the actual documentary at the first couple days of December. So that's good. So I'm definitely on schedule, but I just have to know my limit on certain things and just be like, okay, you know what? I'm starting to feel this. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah.
On a happier note, how was the retreat? In more than just, it was awesome.
It was very good. And it was really nice because remember when I started out this month for the Nano 2.0, I was going to finally finish Kilkeo Peak.
Yes.
But that's changed, shocker. But what I realized Kilkeo Peak is for me, because I genuinely have that childlike joy when I write it. And sometimes I need that to just distance myself from other things that, I want to work on or didn't want to work or whatever. I get overwhelmed with certain things. So I think I'm still working on Kilkeo Peak and I definitely want to finish it, but it's not the priority. And honestly, I wrote this short, which is sort of a prequel thing for a video that I'm doing for Grandma's Little Secret. And it got me back in the mood for that type of book. So I was like, okay, I'm on the retreat. I'm just going to see how it goes. I'm going to outline the third Dream Diaries book because it's definitely the same exact vibe. And it just started coming, the plot, the characters, the everything. I was like, oh. And so I started it yesterday. That's what my video was, by the way, the one that I had to edit down. Is I finally got to start it and it just kind of flowed right back in. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to try and finish the third Dream Diaries book by the end of this year.
Ooh.
A rough draft. I'm not going to be finished, obviously. But yeah, so it was really, everyone was just so supportive and we did a lot of work, but we did a lot of play and we just, it was much needed. So I'm really glad that I went.
Yeah. Love that.
That's it.
Eva, sorry, just before Portia gives her update, Eva said, I thought for sure I'd get through that listen before the end of the sprint, but no. I don't know what she was listening to.
When it feels like it's going to be that amount of time, you're like, oh yeah, I can do that in 25 minutes. And then you're like, oh my God, it's been 25 minutes and I've done one thing.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, Portia, your update.
Yes, so that was a really quick one for me. I don't know what it seemed like that was just oh, we're done. So I did get a few more words on the essay, but I actually was going down a slight research rabbit hole on Facebook, but actually on my professional Facebook page, because I'm trying to post things because I have this bad habit of posting all of my Audacious Journey videos to my personal Facebook account because that's where people know me and people watch it. So I have the watch time, but it's not on my actual writer account. So I'm trying to also make sure I'm posting things over. And not that I love Facebook as a platform, I don't, but it's just where I have the most people following me.
Yeah.
So even though I post them to Instagram first, so what I'm doing now, because I'm trying to spend more time on my professional account, is accounts that I share from a lot, making sure that I'm following them both places. So I'm not having to then fix that every time I go to share a thing. I don't like it. I'm not going to do a social media rant, I promise. My mom was like, because my mom loves TikTok. Here's the thing. My 61-year-old mother loves TikTok more than I do. She's like, you do the videos on Instagram, come and do videos on TikTok. And I'm like, I don't know if I have it in me. So I am trying.
You can do the same video.
Yeah, just cross post.
That's what I do.
Maybe not on the same day, but
on all three platforms. The only reason why I wasn't able today was because YouTube Shorts and Instagram have a 3-minute limit.
Yes.
And so mine was 8 minutes. So that's why I had to do different videos. But otherwise, I do the same video every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm going to just start cross-posting then because
yeah,
I just
do.
Yeah, because I started thinking about it and I was like, but it's the same video on Instagram and Facebook. And there's some overlap, but not a lot. But then I was like, is that like a thing we don't do? Is put the same one on TikTok that we put on okay. Well,
no, people do. There was a whole thing about like, oh, you shouldn't do it at the exact same time.
Right. And that's fair.
But I don't know if that's still true.
It's not, I mean, it may be true for some people, but for like me, it's not true because TikTok has a different algorithm. So it gets it out to people that you don't know. And that's key for me. And that's why TikTok always would make sales for my books because it is reaching people. It's reaching the right people, if that makes sense. Like it's reaching the people that buy the kinds of books that I write. Whereas Instagram and YouTube are reaching like my community who of course are amazing and they're so supportive and whatever, but you know, they can only buy a book once. You know what I mean? Like, it's reaching those people and that's great. And sometimes it does reach beyond and that's great, but it is guaranteed to reach beyond on TikTok.
Okay. Well,
that's why it's beneficial. Yeah.
Okay. You have convinced me. What I think was happening was my nervous system didn't like it because I thought if I start posting on TikTok, I have to make content just for TikTok. And I was like, my fatigue will not let me do the stuff I'm doing on Instagram and Facebook and then do brand new stuff for TikTok. I was like, I just don't have it. So, okay.
No. And Inimitable has a social media assistant now, and even that we are regularly just reposting stuff. I mean, we haven't posted a ton of our TikToks on YouTube in where she does like really bookish stuff with like showing off Inimitable Books titles, but it's mostly just like a little skit or like a sound or something. Right. But if it's, you know, a clip of me from a YouTube video, she makes one short and then is like, okay, it's going to go up on TikTok this day. It's going to go up on Instagram Shorts this day, and it's going to go up on YouTube or Instagram Reels this day, and it's going to go up on YouTube Shorts this day. And it's the same edited little clip, and we don't change it at all. And she just like changes the caption a little bit, you know, like on YouTube, it'll be like, you know, full video linked or something versus, you know, on another non-YouTube platform, it would be like, check out our YouTube channel for the full version.
Okay, that is easier for me to do. Okay, thank you all for explaining that because it was me saying I would love to do because I have a TikTok account, but I was like, I was like, there's no way I can get the writing done and make separate content and do the thing. So okay,
no,
okay.
Like, I mean, to be fair, like I do post things on TikTok that I don't post on you know, Instagram and YouTube, but those are like the straight up like, you know, 2-slide, you know, book trailer kind of thing. And those don't take much. And but that is something I only do on TikTok. But they don't take up much time, right? Because you're just taking a couple photos and you're putting the text. So, you know, you can post a couple of those in like 20 minutes. Whereas the stuff I take the time and I'm on the camera and I'm doing editing and I do the stuff that I just, cross-platform.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay, that's easy because I have no problem doing an occasional different piece of content. I was like, I just can't do every week different. Like that I can't do. Like
no. If you're moved to make something, then like post it. But even stuff where I'm like, oh, I think this will like be for now just on one, and I'm not planning for it to be everywhere. If there's then a gap in the social media calendar, I or the social media assistant will be like, did we ever post this on this platform? No. Okay, let's go for it. Unless it's like, a time specific thing. Like if we're doing a book giveaway, obviously we're not gonna post that if the giveaway's over.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, that's actually okay. That is helpful because I was like, how do they have time? I was like, is it me? I was like, I can't do it. Okay.
So
okay. Cool.
Thinking about it, like coming up with different content. Like even today, it's the same content, but I had to cut out 5 minutes of it. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like took me how much energy just to do the one. And it's like, now I have to like cut it again. And it's like, I did it. But now I'm making sure that every one that I do from now on is under 3 minutes. So I don't have to do that again.
Yeah. So I'm starting to, what I think I'm going to start doing is start recording again. Start just recording my videos and do them long form. And then take pieces and cut, because what's happening with me on Instagram is sometimes I go over to 3 minutes, and that's fine. They give me the big scary warning, but then it lets me upload, and it's fine. Like it's just like people aren't going to watch it, it's fine. And then people watch it, it's fine. But then I know in other platforms like TikTok, if it's over 3 minutes, it just won't. You can't do it.
TikTok, you can do long form.
Really?
Yeah, they've updated that.
There's no 3 minute limit. That's why I was able to put the 8 minutes on TikTok and the 3 minutes on the others. Yeah, TikTok is, I'm telling you, TikTok is your answer to everything, Portia.
Well, that TikTok is my answer from your mouth to God's ears, because I'm sitting here like, I can't do that. Okay, this actually solves a problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The social media assistant and I, we use Publer for Threads and Blue Sky. We found that the algorithm likes it better when we went through Facebook Meta Business Suite for scheduling Instagram Instagram posts, stories, reels, Facebook posts. And then we schedule directly in the TikTok studio because it seemed to like it better than if we were going through Publer.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Well,
sorry, we use Publer and then we switched to Buffer. My bad. But the point is that yes, we use a scheduler, but sometimes we use the native scheduler, like for TikTok and all the meta stuff, because
that helps. Yeah.
It seems to help, and at this point, we're like, whatever.
Yeah, because Meta does not like the schedulers. So yeah, because
most places don't. But again, I think some people have luck with it. I did just look it up though, and it does seem like TikTok has a 10-minute.
Yeah, there are definitely some long ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then in that case, look.
Well, long. 10 minutes is short on YouTube, but like long on TikTok.
Yeah. But okay. So this is the crazy part, that my mother is more up on this stuff than I am, because she's like, you should do the thing. And I was just like, I don't know.
My mom watches so many Instagram reels that she's like, what's the point of TikTok? And I'm like, well, TikTok was Instagram reels before Instagram reels existed.
Yes.
And it's still going.
And I guarantee you all the reels she's watching on Instagram were on TikTok 3 weeks before.
Oh, I'm sure. And some of them is true, but I'm just like, she's like, oh, I don't want to go to another app. And I'm like, then fine. But like, just if it's basically
everyone treats their own. Some people, because of the whole controversy back when it happened, they want to stay away from TikTok, and I get that. But for me, it was like my bread and butter. So I'm all like, it was stressful when that whole thing went down, and I was very relieved when they got it fixed. So I rely on TikTok. So yeah.
I'm not like avoiding it for work, and by work I mean Inimitable Books and related stuff, because it's really good for book marketing, but I'm not really on it as a personal account.
Yeah, same.
And haven't been in forever because that takes more time.
It does.
But if I was only on it as a individual, with everything that happened, I might have dipped from the app, but
Yeah, I can see that. And I've never used it for that, except maybe when it first came out. I was like, "Ooh, what's this?" And I watched a bunch of cat videos.
yeah.
But since I started using it for book marketing, that's all I use it for. So I don't have the danger of doom scrolling unless I'm trying to like other people's videos and get more engagement. But then I just consider that more like work rather than like, you know what I mean? Like it's just a part of the marketing process as opposed
Totally
to
agree.
like, pleasure or whatever. Although I do find pleasure in it because some people make the most amazing videos for their books, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? This is gorgeous. So people are getting very creative, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's, and I'm gonna have to, basically at this point, I'm doing almost all of my socials are just work stuff, but it's complicated because with the Audacious Journey stuff, that's personal, but I'm choosing to put it out there because it's like this whole project thing. But I don't do personal, like, this is what I'm wearing today. This is, what I
Right.
Yeah, you don't do outfit of the day, and you don't say, here's my morning routine, as in like literally watch me make coffee and stuff, which you could do because if that's the start of your workday, but it's also not what you're doing.
It's whatever you want, however you want to market yourself.
The only reason that I would venture into that is with the very specific goal of being a person that talks a lot about my disabilities and how it affects my creative life, showing people like, here's how I'm able to do the things. Or
that would be such great content, but there's no pressure on you to make that content.
Yeah.
But I would watch the hell out of that.
Absolutely.
Okay, well then in that case, because I have some B-roll, like because I unboxed my bed desk yesterday because I've been having really bad, today's actually my best pain day this week. So I was like, let me show you, like, this is what we do when we can't sit up in the office, and because I'm going to have to work from bed, I just have to edit it together and put it out. Like, this is...
But like, that's good. And then you have a piece and you just, wherever you want to post it, whenever.
There you have it. Okay, well, thank you. I was like, okay, we've solved the thing, because I'm like, that's the whole point, because I was like, the whole reason I don't want to do it in a schedule, like in a rigid schedule, is because I might have like 2 or 3 days when I'm completely down, and then I was like, but I keep saying, if I talk about it, I should show, like, this is what a day looks like when I'm having, so I just turned the camera on and was like, my makeup brushes are dirty because I can't stand up long enough to watch them. But here's what's happening.
Oh, I always run out of like spoons before I have the energy to wash my makeup stuff. I need to this week, actually, because I need them to be clean for Thanksgiving.
Right. Wait, do we have one more sprint?
Yes.
Oh my God. This is run
I
so...
also thought that was the 4th one. I was like,
I mean, that could be the last one if we want.
No, it's fine. I also thought that was the 4th one.
I did too, just because we're over 3 hours. The only reason why I feel like I shouldn't do another one is because I really do need to start my audiobook, and they are gone for the day. Okay. So yeah. Oh my God, it's so funny though. I really thought we had done 4.
I did too. I think with all the tech issues, it
felt longer, but also we've been chatting a bit. So Becca, why don't you do your outro?
Okay, I'm gonna enter I am gonna enter the room though, so I will be a part of the 25. Okay, my name is Becca C. Smith, and I have a book coming out. I can't wait to see that held in my hands. I'm gonna be posting a lot more on my YouTube channel. And also I'm starting a reaction channel. So you'll be sick of my face pretty soon. It'll be great.
Not possible.
Oh my gosh, but thank you for this. Honestly, the conversations, I mean, I did get some work done, but it was all for the conversations. I had a great time.
Well, I missed you, so it's been nice.
Which we should probably schedule a video chat.
Yes, we should. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Becca. Have a good time with the audiobook.
Thank you.
Okay. And then there were 2.
Then there were 2.
Okay, we're gonna do our final sprint. I'm gonna just have to tell my mom that I'm going a little bit closer to our early dinner than initially planned, but we were ordering it anyway, so it's fine.
No, I mean, because if you need to go,
No, I don't. I still got work to do. I'm happy to do a 4th one if you can. So
yeah, I'm good. I'm in.
okay, cool. So let's 4th sprint. Subscribe to our newsletter, please. It's on our website. We don't email that often, so you won't get spammed. Anyway, in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. And this time I did mute the timer. I don't know if people are going to be able to hear the sound. So
I am here, Bug. I am surviving. I wouldn't say thriving with the internet, but I am surviving.
Sorry,
Hey,
it was the timer was on mute, and for some reason, halfway through this live stream, it stopped showing me the screen that I was sharing in the StreamYard studio, so I didn't see that it ended. I changed locations just because Riley was hanging out with me on my bed. She has since gone out for another walk, though, so I can't show her off before we say goodbye. But yep, heading out. We're going to be saying goodbye momentarily. Portia, do you want to remind people who you are?
I am Portia. The bio site below is where you can find all my stuff, and I will actually put my TikTok on there, but it's going to be Portia Writes because that's where I am. That's what I am everywhere. But I'm going to go and upload things to the TikToks. But I am Portia. I am the author of the poetry collection Low Bridge High Water, and I love cat ears and rainbow hair for myself and others. It has been a great time. Hopefully next time better internet. Thank you so much for having me, Zara.
Thank you for being here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, a small publishing company dedicated to uplifting marginalized voices without pigeonholing authors into writing about their trauma. We have a lot of books on our website. Please check them out. Buy what is already published, pre-order what isn't, tell your friends to do the same. If you've read any of them, leave reviews. You know the drill. Also, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future live streams. We live stream here on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, like today, on Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern, and also stream on Twitch, so you can find all our streaming events and our authors events on our website as well. But on this YouTube channel, on Tuesdays and Fridays, we post videos about writing craft, writing advice, publishing advice, etc. So please check those out. Our latest playlist about mastering your craft has longer videos than our others, which were normally max 10 minutes long. So please check out all our videos. You can just have the playlist running if you would like. But if we can get this channel monetized, that would be great, because that would help with just supporting the company. So thank you. I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. And until then, bye.